This week on Truly Bedrock.
Hey, Silent, do you have a bow? Shoot the traitor head that I'm sitting on.
Okay. Ow.
Sorry.
There we go. Bye. Bye.
Bye!
Well, I'm glad the Truly Bedrock space program is going along nicely.
Hello and welcome to the Truly Bedrock Rundown, where we cover the many derps of the Truly Bedrock SMP. My name is CoalBuster and I'll be voicing this week's episode. As always, all links to the Truly Bedrock members will be in the description below. Now without further ado, let's begin. We start this episode off with a big congratulations. Silent has hit 250,000 subs on YouTube.
So within exactly 1 year, we gained 201,000. We quintupled the channel.
After celebrating, Silent joins Liara and Sloy out at the villager trading hall. Liara and Sloy, like everyone else, want him to build a raid farm.
I feel pressured.
You should be!
But he instead shows them how to get 1 emerald villager traits.
But yeah, I kind of forgot the point. Oh yeah, we were gonna cure this guy.
And that will improve just his trade.
Yeah, he won't be so stupid anymore. But also, everyone around him is gonna get smarter too.
Why
Yay!
did we do this? His former glory was 51 emeralds for an efficiency 5 book. Right now he's selling it for 1.
1 emerald, yes! Hey Zoe, can I borrow 5 emeralds? Many issues.
1 stone for 1 emerald over here. Oh.
What?
1 emerald for a diamond pickaxe.
1 emerald for a mending book.
Yes.
1 emerald for a fortune book. 1 emerald for the looting book.
We all know Silent is a technical genius, but we never thought he could find a way to farm buckets. Captain of the most janky space force we have ever seen, Liara blasts off into space on a wandering trader's head. When she is not impersonating Team Rocket, she is quartz duping, trying to get enough for the Nether Highway.
I can trade 1 quartz crystal, which then, if I hadn't already bought it all out, 1 emerald equals 1 block of quartz. So I can turn 1 into 4.
In order to get more supplies, she struck a deal with Blue and Prowl to trade wild fungi for turtle eggs.
Let's lay our cards out on the table here. How
That's
about
a full
4?
house right there.
This will get me quite some ways.
I technically only need 1, but knowing Bluejay, he'll be not so bright and he'll probably like break it. So if we could get 2, that'd be great.
Oh, see, I was gonna do you a little better than that.
Oh yeah.
Lai then shows off the skeleton of the Nether Highway, calculated with math used for cathedral arches, and the wall design with beautiful contrasting colors. From makeshift rocket ship to nether ships, we head over to Sloy, who shows off more decorations to his captain's cabin on the Mara ship.
And look at that! For 1, we had some lanterns hanging off the hooks. For 2, we got more lanterns hanging off the hooks. And for 3, we have a chandelier!
However, since most ships cannot cut through netherrack, Sloy needs to clear a tunnel. He considers all of the different ways he could blast the tunnel out before experimenting with Grum, the Ghast. Back in the overworld, the planned execution of an idiot almost goes too well.
Hey, he's getting killed! He's getting killed! Oh no, he's getting killed!
Oh no, he's down the boat!
And Silent makes Sloy a shopping list of all the traits he wants.
It's right here on the wall.
Well, that is incredibly kind of you. Every kind of protection from librarians. Fire protection and blast protection and regular protection, right? And projectile protection.
Yeah.
Do you know how much time this is gonna be?
Keep going.
Sharpness 5, Impaling 5, Smite 5, Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity. Why do you need Impaling 5?
Trident killers, actually.
Weaponsmiths for good swords.
There's another
with
side.
Armor, villagers for full diamond set, more clerics for experience bottles, redstone, lapis, and flesh plate. So basically, you want to generate the entire game via the villager setup.
Yes.
Taking advantage of the new cheap traits, Sloy starts selling enchanted books, and of course buys out the competition. With newly enchanted netherite picks, Sloy got to work on his own nether tunnel and the Nether Highway. That is, when he is not being chased by soul snakes.
Oh no!
It wasn't until Sloy finished the bird skull entrance to his tunnel that he realized it was on the wrong side.
Hi? Well, where's my nether tunnel? This is the side with my nether tunnel. That is the side without my nether tunnel.
Rather than destroying it, he builds another one on the correct side, taking over the whole section and beyond.
This is getting out of hand.
Back in the overworld, TyCraft has a new cheaty XP furnace to keep his pick mended when he takes on his own nether tunnel. DC then builds a netherwart farm based on a silent design, but all the netherwart mysteriously disappears on him.
How are we doing here? Oh, hello? What happened to all my... Oh man, there's been some sort of... Oh, did it not like me to go away? Oh, they're all stuck right there. I don't know, how are we gonna fix that? A stair? I didn't test that part. I thought I did test that, maybe I didn't.
Does the offset tunnel upset you?
And it's 1 over.
Well, luckily for you and TyCraft, it was a mess up on Lai's end, and she's gonna fix it.
That means the pillars match perfectly! Come on, man! You gotta love that right there.
TyCraft ends his week in his brand new nether portal room. DB is now rich thanks to villager trades. He introduces us to a new friend and employee named Suspicious too, and feeling like quite the social butterfly, DB introduces his other friend, Dave the Zombie. After traumatizing poor Stu with death and resurrection, DB is able to talk to poor Saul into lowering his prices. In his next episode, DB shows off some lovely path work before whipping up a simple but effective cactus farm for all his prickly needs. He heads over to the shopping district to gamble on his fortune.
No way. I think fortune's broken.
And purchase pickles, perfect for his new mushroom farm. After much work, Killer declares the port area mostly finished and packs up his things to move out.
I mean, there's still some small cleanup stuff I would like to do around here, like hiding the torches, maybe getting in some street lamps, things like that, but for the most part, the main building that I wanted to do, it's complete!
We are reintroduced to his base area, a savanna biome.
So the last time we were over here, I told you guys that this area right here, that plateau that... Hello, llama. You want your camera time? Here you go. Trail stinks. Oh, yeah, I agree. That plateau there was going to be the location of my... Go away! I have no idea what those guys are... Are you kidding me? Several llamas were hurt during the making of this video.
The start of any good organized base is its storage, and this automatic multi-item sorter is like no other. While it's not decorated yet, the symphony of clicks and flashy lights definitely makes up for it.
Check out all the moving parts! This is awesome. This is so cool.
This has also completed a storage system, this one for the Guardian farm, but he's not sure how to decorate it yet. Suspicious that Jesse might have removed the water at the bottom of the drop chute, this made extra sure to hold a totem before jumping down.
Oh, we're fine. I always worry that she's taken the water out of the bottom of it because of that creeper incident in episode 1 to get revenge.
After a bit of struggle, Tis quickly skimmed through Foxy's Guardian farm tutorial and does eventually get the on-off switch working. Tis decided that using a strider to explore the nether is too dangerous, so he borrowed Mr. Beardstone's elytra instead. He is still holding them hostage, so he can confront Mr. B about booby-trapping his one-chunk build. After a couple of dips in lava, Tis found his own copy of the Pickstep music disc and makes it home, still on 0 deaths. He uses the remainder of his episode to further decorate the interior of his nether base, with lots of pots, a respawn room, and blue carpets and signs. Jessie B starts off her week struggling with some design work, but is stoked when it finally all comes together.
This not so done. This, however, is very much done, and I love it.
Then, back at the base, she drains out part of her ocean for a future mob farm. I wonder where she got all those sponges from. Afterwards, Jessie sets up a new shop which sells 2 diamond blocks in exchange for a special service.
I'm willing to pay 2 diamond blocks to whomever will capture and set up a piglin trading contraption in my nether hub.
She then builds a mushroom farm at her base and began to show off the storage system, but was interrupted by some pushy slimes. She wraps up her 6th week with some decoration work and the promise of some major terraforming to come. Mr. B has a new segment,
Redstone with... I guess it's time for building with Beardstone,
which comes complete with its own theme music. Mr. B shows off the nether tunnel changes, but when the prospect of helping remove lava comes up, he skedaddles. Back in the overworld, he made some Portal Island changes, terraformed nearby cliffs on the mainland, and builds a path between Portal Island and village. It didn't take long for Mr. Beardstone to notice that a certain someone had stolen his elytra.
I think the cheeky little fox has stolen from me.
He tracks down Tis to confront him and reclaim his property, but the elytra was broken and smelled like fox, so he just let Tis keep them. Defeated, Mr. B goes back to his overworld Portal Island and adds a camping area and jetty. Zeb also falls victim to Tistum's shenanigans. It is obvious something about this Nelium is different.
Never know.
This is not the piece of crimson netherrack I placed. This has been bone mealed. Tiz, why would you do that? I guess it's fine. But I'm watching you, Tiz.
After messing around with the new emotes, Zeb finds the perfect one.
That one's for Tiz, right there.
He spots a sign at his chunk base while checking on his farms.
Oh yes, we gave Jesse our sponges to use that we had collected in stream, and she gave us 2 diamonds for that. I'm gonna take them.
Zeb compliments lie on the Nether Highway design, a cause he has been donating much netherware to. Continuing the Nether theme, Zeb builds a shop up on the plateau, selling Nether items such as soul sand and blaze rods. Slack finds out that several of the villagers in his and Foxy's iron farm have been zombified, so he adds more light to prevent potential drown spawns, and then cures the zombie villagers. After a very eventful flight through the Nether to collect a beacon, Slack then explains the ID for his base. He does a time-lapse of his smelter building, shows off some work done on stream, and then goes into more detail on the base plans.
It's going to be a nethery feel when it's all said and done. I may have mentioned that earlier in the video here. As you can see here, we've got some custom trees already started in here. I love the look of the low-hanging fruit that's coming from that. It's not fruit. I know it's not fruit, but to me it looks like fruit.
Slack then meets up with Foxy to give him birthday gifts.
1, an infinity bow. 2, a shulker box of beef.
I should have had that anyway.
Look.
It should be mine.
Look, here, look at that.
Then, work is started on redesigning the creeper farm, which is completed in a short time lapse and is low enough down that Slack can terraform over the top of it. Now, over to Foxy.
Look at all of that iron. Look at all of that iron. Look at all of that iron. Look at all of that. Yeah, we got lots of iron.
You would think that he had enough iron, but apparently it's already been bought out and a new iron shop has opened up, selling it even cheaper. Now what, Foxy?
I've got a sneaky plan, and that sneaky plan basically involves me buying all of their iron so that they've got nothing to sell and put it in our shop, which means it'll be cheaper.
After those shenanigans, Foxy finally makes it to his base location, only to find out that someone else has already moved in.
Mr. Onion has moved in. He's already claimed this spot as his own, and this is supposed to be my beach. And to make matters worse, behind me there is a giant hole in the world, and it just happens to be exactly where I was planning on putting my base.
Foxy and Slack go hunting for a double blaze spawner to make a farm out of. This quickly turns into a competition, with Foxy working on one spawner and Slack on the other.
Okay, so we're having a blaze off, are we?
I guess, but I mean...
Right, that's it.
There's
I'm
no
getting my
reason we
blaze
can't.
on. I'm going to win this competition. If it's the last
It's
thing I
not a
do. It's a competition now. It's like,
competition.
no, it's competition. Lacking a little bit of decoration. But yeah, 100% finished mine.
Me
you want
too.
to come check it out? What do you mean, me too?
Me too. Mine's done.
But I win the competition.
Not having had enough of farms, Foxy and Slack make yet another farm this week. This time a guardian farm with built-in basalt generator. Foxy then makes some terraforming progress on his base before checking shop profits and buying all of Prowl and Blue's iron yet again.
I can't help it. I don't even need it, but I'm taking it all. I'm taking it all. I've turned it into blocks. It's mine. You can't stop me. I love it too much, this iron.
Bluejay starts his week with a derp.
Oh no. Well, I just named the wrong villager. Blame Prowl.
Haste makes waste. After some technical work on his and Prowl's iron farm, Blue showcases his working storage system, then flexes his building skills by decorating the whole iron farm inside and out. After finishing the mechanics of the iron farm with a Zoggling killing chamber, Prowl then shows Blue how the iron shop interior needs some work. Blue cannot resist to troll Prowl, threatening to remove an interior thread door holding up the concrete powder walls that Prowl specifically told him not to touch. And as always, Prowl gets his revenge.
If you want to get... Oh, jeez. Try that to me again and see what happens.
Oh no! And can you guess what happens next?
Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
A creeper, yes, not Blue, has griefed part of the gold farm, but Prowl fixes it up and gets it finished and successfully spawns in Ziglings after much hard work. Continuing the everlasting theme of mob farms, Rogue runs the final test of his Widow skeleton farm based on a Tango design. He decides to sell the excess coal and bones produced at his Skull and Bones shop.
That's going to be SCOAL for skull, if you get it, because we have coal and bones, skull and bones, and skulls. Yeah, again, kind of cheesy, but I really like the way that sounds.
Let's take a moment to appreciate its cool blue lit up ice. Rogue made sure to point out that 11 coal blocks are better than 64 blaze rods when smelting.
If I did my math correctly, that should be correct. We should, I think, smelt about a few more items more than just 64 blaze rods, because Zap does have a shop at the top of the hill, so hopefully to provide some competition, I have my 11 coal blocks here.
Gruva decided to be fancy and take the elevator up to his iron farm, which has become his new home.
Yeah, so this is like my life. This is where I live. Look, it makes everything all orange.
He builds an item elevator into his new super smelter system, successfully finishes the smelter, and joins Dark Side by getting himself a mending bow.
I know a lot of people are going to be unhappy with this, but I need a mending bow out here because basically I've got no shortage of arrows coming in. I'm getting arrows all over the place, but my bow last time got absolutely wrecked, and this is not going to get repaired again. It can't be repaired again.
Don't tell Prowl. He finishes the basic part of his Wither Skeleton grinder and wraps up his 6th week by improving the drop chutes in his nether-based mob farm. And that concludes our summation of the 6th week of Truly Bedrock Season 2. As always, be sure to check out all the members' videos, as we always cover the highlights and we might have left out your new favorite moment. If you want to make sure we cover your favorite moment, make sure to post it in the Discord, links below. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new rundown, and follow us on Twitter for updates and behind the scenes sneak peeks. That's all we have time for today. Goodbye.